call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Canes will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Sawyer. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Oh, another great move. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And tackled there by the defense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with it.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game...
It's a running room. Inside the 30. Inside. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in down the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Reads it, fires complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Dorsey. Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to kick it away.
Well, they finally barely stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daly. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field. It's Dorsey. This one's complete. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Hurricane! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Walton. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gonna try to get it himself. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The inside handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Hard running there. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hunt is in the air. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the 2nd half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Auburn.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space.
It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Dorsey. Snagged out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. They'll try to run for it. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Miami! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Miami. 21. NC State. 13.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and flew it away. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Dorsey. Finds his big tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Good timing on the quick out. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He'll keep it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Walton. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Nice move to keep running. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Pitts. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Finds the tight end. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Sweet cut there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Walton. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Punt is on its way. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. And wings it incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Dorsey. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Daly. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Pass play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He's got it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Vols have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Auburn. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Walton. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now and again.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Dorsey. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He has the first and still on his feet. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Once he got some room, it was over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
35, NC State, 23.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. A strike downfield. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Back to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Puts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They're going to go right back to him on first down. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Canes in the hurry-up. He's now over 2 bills from scrimmage, and those kind of numbers will put some life in your wallet.
And some life into this Miami fan base that's hungry. They want winners, man. They want to find guys and superstars that they can rally behind, and this guy's having that kind of day.
Got it in the middle, it's Pitts. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The give to the back. Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
23.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. The give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Knocked off his feet. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes a grab for a big play. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Dorsey. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 9 to Auburn.
Hands it off. Nice move to keep running.
Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Third down coming up.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point in the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.